This meeting is being recorded.
Perfect. So last class में we talked about base units, and what I believe this is the time we should solve some past papers related to base units. And as I told you, in A levels, you are required to have discipline. Okay. अब discipline के point of view say you need to revise as soon as you have the topic. Like we have covered the topic of, what do we say, base units. You revise that topic and you implement that topic on past papers. So let's talk about past papers. So there is a question जो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, sphere of radius r moving at a speed v through air of density rho. Okay, all the quantities are given. Okay, one more thing, if you are sorry, if you're asking a question in terms of chat, kindly send a message to chat-Muiz Ahmed. This is how all the answers or all the questions will pop up in front of me. So we were talking about a sphere of radius r is moving at a speed v through air of density rho. So we are given three quantities: radius, speed, density. The resistive force F, fourth quantity, acting on the sphere is given by the expression like this. B and K are constants without units. That means we don't have any unit for B and K. Okay. What are the SI base unit of F, rho, and B? F is force. So who knows or who tells me the base unit of force? कौन बताएगा बेस यूनिट फोर्स का? No one? Base unit of force? Yes, Iman.
Sir, it is kg ms minus 2.
Yes. kg ms minus 2. Remember these base units: force, speed, and acceleration. Speed at a base unit, ms minus 1. While when you talk about density, the base unit of density is yes, Iman.
Sir, it's kg m minus 3.
Yes. So these are the base unit of these three quantities which examiner asked. Okay. So this is how you can define base units. So if this question is asked in paper 1, this will be asked maybe against 1 mark. But as you can see, three different quantities, three simple different quantities are giving you 1 mark each. So this is a leverage. आपको बड़े मतलब आसानी से पेपर 2 में इस तरह के सवाल के मार्क्स मिल जाते हैं. ओके बेटा, नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड. तो यहाँ पे हमारे बेस यूनिट्स के डिस्कशन हो गए. लेट मी सी इफ वी कैन सॉल्व मोर पास्ट पेपर्स which are lying under the domain of base units. Let me see. Okay. I am going to share the soft copy of read and write publication and जितने पास पेपर मुझे सॉल्व करवाने होते हैं मैंने उनकी सॉफ्ट कॉपी रखी हुई है. So this is the paper 1 of physical quantities. So this is for reasonable estimates and we need to talk about SI unit. Okay. Which quantity with its unit is correct? Which quantity with its unit is correct? The reference is also written October 2019, P13, question 1. Acceleration, wrong. The unit of acceleration is ms minus 2. Electric current, wrong. The unit of current is only ampere.
Sir, C.
Electric potential difference, joule per coulomb, can be because voltage has a formula V equals to W over Q. In terms of units, voltage is volt, work is joule, and charge is coulomb. So you can write joule coulomb inverse. So yes, right. Kinetic energy, Newton meter, no, Newton per meter, sorry. So if you talk about Newton per meter, that is wrong because energy can be replaced by work and it should be having unit Newton meter, not Newton per meter. Okay, or Newton meter inverse. So in that way, your correct answer is okay, beta. So this is how you have to go through each and every what do we say option, and we need to figure out which one is the correct answer. Okay. Now, let's move ahead. Acha, microphones are on. You can add your inputs.
Sir, question
Abdul-
2 का answer B है.
We are not discussing question 2 right now because it belongs to the other topic, uncertainties. तो अभी मैंने base quantities के base units आपको समझाए हैं. So I am targeting only those questions. When we'll be through with uncertainties, फिर हम ये वाला topic, ये question 2 करेंगे. Okay. Abdullah Rashid, if you're listening me, this is where we are doing AS level physics. So if you're from O levels, you can move or you can leave the class. Now, the luminosity of star is given by L. By the way, luminosity you will be having in A2. A2 is space physics. You'll be having luminosity as a topic. Okay. Where R is the radius of the star. Okay. R is radius. T is temperature. Sigma is constant with units this. What are the SI base unit of L? First of all, we have to deal with this unit. Okay. Because this is not an SI unit. Like Kelvin is an SI unit or base unit. Meter is base unit. But what is this? Watt. Capital W. It's not a base unit. First of all, we need to deal with what? So what is the unit of power? And power is work upon time. So we can divide work into F into D. Now, I'm going to write the whole equation in terms of unit. Power as a unit what? Work as a unit, sorry, force as a unit, PGMS minus 2, distance as a unit meter, and time as a unit second. So what is equal to kg m square s minus 3? So first of all, what I did, मैंने watt को simplify कर लिया into base unit. Okay. Now, this will be written as kg m square s minus 3 watt की जगह पर आ गया m minus 2 ऐसे ही लिखा A minus 4 ऐसे ही रहा. Well, if you can see, meter square and meter की power minus 2 are cancelled out. So this quantity is left with the unit kg s minus 3 k minus 4. Okay. Now, what are the SI base unit of L? Let's put all the things in the equation of luminosity.
सर आपने
Four-
रेडियस को नहीं मल्टीप्लाई किया?
Sorry, beta.
आपने रेडियस को नहीं मल्टीप्लाई किया?
No. मैंने अभी सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या किया है बेटा, मैंने अभी सिर्फ इसको सिंप्लीफाई किया है.
अच्छा सही.
Ashbar, basically what I do, if you look at the participant list, you'll find more than one accounts of mine. One of the account of me is a participant, and उसके लिए मैं हेडफोन पहना हुआ हूँ, तो मैं एज अ पार्टिसिपेंट अपनी आवाज सुन रहा हूँ. तो इफ देयर इज अ लैगिंग, आई एम द फर्स्ट टू एक्सपीरियंस दैट लैगिंग. तो अभी तक तो लैगिंग नहीं हुई है. यू शुड चेक योर इंटरनेट कनेक्शन. यहाँ पे तो सब सही है. ठीक है. ओके. सो देखिएगा बेटा, ये पूरा का पूरा जो यूनिट है ये हमने सिंप्लीफाई कर लिया. ठीक है. अब पुट डाउन द वैल्यूज हियर. 4 is number, no unit. Pi is number, no unit. R radius, unit होता है मीटर, तो स्क्वायर, that's मीटर स्क्वायर. सिग्मा का यूनिट हमने सिंप्लीफाई किया, kgs minus 3 k minus 4, and temperature as base unit Kelvin. Since it's T raised to the power 4, it's Kelvin power 4. Meter square kg s minus 3 e raised to the power minus 4 plus 4. Let's cancel it out. So we are left with the equation kg m square s minus 3. Yes, Ayan was saying if it is C, yes, we have figured out it's C. This is how the complex or more conceptual question can be asked in paper as well. Okay, beta? Cool. Now let's move ahead. अब देखें, एक कॉम्प्लेक्स सवाल आया. अब देखें अगला सवाल कितना आसान है. Which is an SI base unit? Current. It's not a unit. It's a quantity. Gram. It's not a base unit. Kelvin. It's a base unit of temperature. Yes, it is. And volt. It's not a base unit. Okay. So this is how. बहुत आसान सा सवाल था. एक मुश्किल देखा तो एक आसान भी देख लिया. ओके. अगला सवाल क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 और देखें. Just give me a minute. लो लेवल वालों को प्रैक्टिकल वगैरह करवा रहा था, तो टेबल थोड़ी सी जो है ना मैसी हुई है. Okay. So now we talk about at temperature close to 0 Kelvin, the specific heat capacity C of a particular solid is given by this, where T is the thermodynamic temperature, which is measured in Kelvin, and B is the constant characteristic of the solid. The SI unit of specific heat capacity is this. What is the unit of constant B expressed in SI base unit? He is asking that what is the SI base unit of B? B के SI base unit क्या होंगे ये आपने हमें बताना है। चलें देखते हैं क्या होगी बी के SI बेस यूनिट। ओके, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बी को बनाएं सब्जेक्ट, तो बी किसके बराबर हो जाएगा, C अपॉन टी क्यू। ठीक है, temperature is simple, we'll replace temperature by Kelvin, but we need to look at the SI base unit of specific heat capacity. So if you look at it, they provided us SI base unit as joule kilogram inverse Kelvin inverse. This is base unit. This one is also a base unit, but joule is not the base unit. We need to deal how to solve the joule. So देखिएगा बताओ, joule is basically the unit of work. So work equals to F into D. So joule equals to, for F, kgms minus 2, and for distance, meter. So joule is kilogram meter square S minus 2. Okay, beta? This is the SI base unit of joule. Now, since we have found out the simplified version for joule, so for the specific heat capacity, it's joule. In place of joule, I wrote kg m square S minus 2. Kg inverse and Kelvin inverse is written as it is. Over temperature as the base unit Kelvin, Q. Now, beta, if you look at it, what is happening? Kg inverse and kg are cancelled out. And what we are left with, meter square S minus 2 K minus 1. And when this K cube moves up, the power becomes inverse. So meter square S minus 3 K minus 4. This is the simplified base units. Meter square S minus 2 K minus 4. It's B. Okay, beta? Now, up till now, अगर आप में से किसी को कोई सवाल है, feel free to ask. I'm waiting. Amna, are you clear with the concept? Ashbar, Ayan, Dina, Iman, Ifrat, Zainab.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what is the unit of resistance when expressed in SI base unit? Though we have did this in the regular class, let me show you where we did this. Okay, this is where we did the SI base unit of resistance. Okay, so I don't have to solve this once again, so I'm copying it down. Okay, so the SI base unit of resistance is kg m square S minus 3 A minus 2, which is kg m square S minus 3 S A minus 2. B. You were asking about the base unit of resistance. Okay. Okay. Let's move ahead and discuss more questions. When a beam of light is incident on a surface, it delivers energy to the surface. Okay. The intensity of the beam is defined as energy delivered per unit area per unit time. अब देखें, Here, sorry, here he explained an equation, but in words. We have to make our own equation. So देखिएगा मैं equation कैसे बना रहा हूँ. Energy, instead of energy, I am using work because work and energy have the same SI base units. So they can be replaced. Energy delivered per unit area per unit time. Okay. So this is the equation he's asking. Energy per area and time. Any work upon area into time. This is what you call intensity. इसको इंटेंसिटी का नाम दिया जाता है. जब हम वेव्स पढ़ेंगे तो once again I'll be teaching you that intensity concept in waves. What is the unit of intensity as expressed in SI base unit? चलें देखते हैं. This is work ना. Work can be broken down into F into D and area into time. For force, GMS minus 2. For distance, meter. For area, meter square. For time, second. So, Kg, meter into meter, meter square. S minus 2. And जब ये वाला S ऊपर आएगा तो क्या होगा, -1 हो जाएगा upon meter square. So what I did, I cancelled out meter square with meter square. Hence, Kg S minus 3. So the answer is D. Okay. So this is how the questions of base units are asked in CAIE paper 1. I'm solving paper 1 because it's a bit tricky to answer those questions in paper 1, because if you are solving paper 2, the same working will be asked against 2 to 3 marks, while in paper 1, it's asked against 1 mark. So that is why मैं पहले आपको paper 1 solve करवा रहा हूँ. Understood? So बेटा अब 8 और 9 आप लोगों ने करना है. I'm giving you the time. You can answer in the chat box. You can unmute yourself. मैंने आप लोगों के माइक्रोफोन्स ऑन किए हुए हैं. So tell me what should be an answer of question 8 and question 9. Basically यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं each equation has to be broken down into base units and see if which one is different. Okay. Ayan is saying 8. C. Part C. Okay. So energy is basically work, and work is F into D upon D. So what happened? B से B cancel out हो गया, and it's only left with force, that is kgms minus 2. Force itself is kgms minus 2. You had this in O levels as well, that the force is the rate of change of momentum. So when you talk about the change in momentum with respect to time, it's also force, which is kg ms minus 2 as well. The only thing. I mean, three of the quantities are similar, and the answer should be okay. This is how आपने question 8 किया. 9 is saying what is the unit of density? Recall what is the formula for density? क्या formula था density का? Ayan is saying it's B. देखते हैं. Yeah. What was the formula for density? Yes, Ifra, mass over volume. So mass is unit. If you're talking about SI unit or base unit, kilogram, and volume is meter cube. But there he has not written base unit. So it could be any other set of units. But keep one thing in mind, ऊपर mass होना चाहिए, नीचे volume होना चाहिए, ठीक है? So it's D. How? Microgram. So microgram per millimeter cube. So here it's mass, it's volume. This is how D should be the answer. Okay. B should not be because gram is okay, but millimeter inverse for volume आपको क्यूब चाहिए होता है, आपको सिंगल पावर नहीं चाहिए होती. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे -2 है, तो ये भी नहीं हो सकता, ये तो एरिया बन जाएगा. वॉल्यूम के लिए क्यूब चाहिए. एंड व्हाट अबाउट दिस? क्यूब तो है, बट we don't need Newton, we need kg, because for density we need to have mass in the numerator. So all the equations are having wrong answer instead of D. So D हमारा correct answer. ठीक है बेटा? Okay. What do you think?
Yes.
और मजीद सवालात देखें इस टॉपिक के? Do you want that we should solve more past papers of base units? Because this topic is one of the most favorite topics, is among the favorite topics of his examiner. So whatever you say, if you say that sir, the practice is enough, कुछ सवाल हम लोगों
Sure,
ने
sir.
के साथ किए थे, कुछ अभी कर लिए. जी, आयान क्या कह रहे हैं?
Let's do more questions.
Okay. इस सवाल को थोड़ा रुकवाना होगा मुझे. What is the unit of stress? So I think we formulated the unit of stress. Given? No, हमने नहीं किया. मैं बता देता हूँ. बेटा, stress is a new quantity which we'll be having in the topic known as deformation of solids. So stress is written as this, and it's equals to force over area. Yani it should be having the same unit as pressure, because pressure is also force per unit area. So kg ms minus 2 over meter square. So the base unit is kg m minus 1 s minus 2. This is the base unit of stress, which are similar to the base unit of pressure. So kg m minus 1 s minus 2. This was straightforward. बहुत आसानी से इसका जवाब आ गया. ठीक है? Now, which unit is equivalent to coulomb? Okay. So, what do you think? कौन सा यूनिट यहाँ पे कोलम के इक्विवेलेंट है? सबसे पहले तो याद करें कोलम किसका यूनिट है?
Charge.
चार्ज. तो द फॉर्मूला फॉर चार्ज इज Q equals to IT. In that way, Q is having unit coulomb, current is ampere, charge is second. So what I did, I broke down all the quantities in terms of units. Okay, the coulomb is ampere multiplied by second. Okay, so in that way we are not having any answer. इसका मतलब हमें चार्ज का कोई दूसरा फॉर्मूला चाहिए. ठीक है, ये तो नहीं. ठीक है, तो व्हाट कैन बी डन, मुझे जूल दिख रहा है, वॉट दिख रहा है, वॉट दिख रहा है. वी कैन गो टूवर्ड्स द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वोल्टेज, कि वोल्टेज के थ्रू हम निकाल सकते हैं. तो याद है वोल्टेज का फॉर्मूला होता था वर्क अपॉन चार्ज. तो चार्ज इक्वल टू वर्क अपॉन वोल्टेज. ओके, दैट वे charge has a unit coulomb, work has a unit joule, voltage has a unit volt. तो joule per volt, it's B. ये हमारा सही जवाब आ गया. This is how some of the MCQs want trial and error. First, you try to use the simple definition of charge, since the option was not among the ABCDs. So I have to go through another concept, that is the concept of voltage. तो वहां से हमें आंसर मिल गया. Which row shows a quantity and an incorrect unit? Okay, ये तो सही है. Efficiency की कोई unit नहीं होता, because it's a ratio between two similar quantities. Moment of force, moment होता है बेटा F into D. So it should be Newton meter, not Newton meter inverse. So that is wrong. Momentum is correct. So change in momentum is equals to force into time. So Newton second is correct. Work is joule. So he asked incorrect unit. Quantity with incorrect unit. That means B is our correct answer. Which pair of units are not the same when expressed in SI base unit? मतलब इन दोनों को सॉल्व करें और SI बेस यूनिट में कौन सा ऐसा ऑप्शन है जिनका आंसर दोनों क्वांटिटीज का सेम नहीं आ रहा है. तो अब देखें, इस सवाल में यू हैव टू यूज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ बेस यूनिट्स 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is why I normally say the paper 1 among all the 5 papers of A levels has the highest difficulty level, because it consumes a lot of time. And in order to be able to solve the paper right on time, you have to be you have to have a practice, and this requires discipline. तो बात वहीं पर आ जाती है. जो भी टॉपिक आपने पढ़ा है, रिवाइज दैट टॉपिक एंड हैव सम सॉल्यूशन ऑफ पास्ट पेपर. दिस मेक्स यू परफेक्ट. ठीक है, आप देखें जैसे यहाँ पर मुझे एक एक क्वांटिटी को देखना है. दिस इज ऑलरेडी अ बेस यूनिट. तो फॉर फोर्स इट्स kg ms minus 2, क्योंकि न्यूटन इज द बेस यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स. और kg ऐसे ही रहा, तो kg से kg कट गया, बचा क्या सिर्फ और सिर्फ ms minus 2. तो बेटा ये दोनों तो सेम है. सही है. ए आंसर नहीं है, क्योंकि उसने बोला है नॉट द सेम बेस यूनिट. नाउ इसके बारे में बात करते हैं. kg ms minus 2 न्यूटन की जगह आ गई, सेकेंड ऐसे ही रहा, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा kg ms minus 1. ये भी सेम है, क्योंकि इसका यूनिट आया है और ये दोनों सेम बेस यूनिट है, यानी बी भी इनकरेक्ट नहीं है. He asked which one is incorrect. ठीक है. Now I think ये भी सेम होंगे. Pascals. Pascal क्या होता है? प्रेशर का यूनिट होता है, which is force per unit area. The force is Newton and area is meter square. तो m minus 2. देखें दोनों भी सेम है, इसी भी आंसर नहीं हमारा. Now finally वोल्ट पर मीटर स्क्वायर. तो वोल्ट क्या होगा बेटा? वोल्ट कुड बी रिटन एज वोल्टेज होता है वर्क अपॉन चार्ज. तो वर्क एफ इंटू डी है और चार्ज आई इंटू टी है. नहीं, चार्ज को कूलम ही रखा है. ठीक है. तो न्यूटन मीटर पर कूलम. ओके. तो बेटा वोल्ट का यूनिट आ रहा है न्यूटन मीटर पर कूलम और साथ में मीटर -2 है. ठीक है. तो न्यूटन m-1 कूलम. तो इसको ऊपर लेकर आएंगे तो न्यूटन m-1 c-1. अब देखें यहाँ पर m-1 नहीं है. ठीक है. तो ये और ये सिमिलर नहीं. तो ये asked about which two quantities are having correct base units. तो हमारे लिए D is the correct answer. Just look at the time this MCQ consumed, because we have to look at each MCQ or each option. Okay. आगे बढ़ते हैं. The SI unit of a specific capacity are joule, kg inverse, Kelvin inverse. What are the SI base unit of specific capacity? कुछ नहीं करना है आपने. बेसिकली ये दोनों बेस यूनिट हैं. आप जूल को बेस यूनिट में ब्रेक डाउन करें. तो आई एम गिविंग यू टाइम. जूल इज बेसिकली यूनिट ऑफ वर्क. वर्क एफ इंटू डी होता है. तो एफ इंटू डी के बेस यूनिट निकालें, यहाँ पे पुट करें जूल की जगह, सिंप्लीफाई करें. लेट मी नो व्हाट इज द करेक्ट आंसर. आई एम वेटिंग.
Sir, C?
See. Yeah. Let me see. बाकी लोग बताएं. फिर मैं वर्किंग शुरू करता हूँ. पहले आप लोग बता लें so that you get enough time to have your working. यस, अभी सॉल्व. और छोटा आसान सा एमसीक्यू है. ऊपर वाला तो बड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स था इन टर्म्स ऑफ टाइम मैनेजमेंट. इसका बताएं आप जल्दी से.
So question 15 या 16?
15 के बारे में बात हो रही.
अच्छा, सही है.
इफ्रा, ईमान, दीना, जैनब, अशबार, आप लोगों के क्या जवाब है? Do your working, because once again I'm telling you, it's your practice which will pave your path. Okay, I can just only give you the boost. I can explain you the working, but you need to learn how to do your working. I'm waiting. ठीक है, कोई मसले की बात नहीं है. Do your working and let me know the answer according to you. And we are talking about question number 15 for your information. जी बेटा, I think we have had enough time. बहुत इजी सा MCQ है, इसमें इतना टाइम ना लगाए. If you have found out the answers, let me know what your answer is. If I saying C, and I think Ayan ने भी C ही कहा था. So two of you guys are saying C. Let's see if it is C or not. Joule. पहले मैं जूल को डील करता हूँ. So if you look at Joule, Joule is basically work. So work is F into D. Joule is kg ms minus 2 into m. So kg m square s minus 2. This is the working we had for Joule. ठीक है. Now आगे बढ़ते हैं. For Joule we wrote kg m square s minus 2. kg inverse, Kelvin inverse. So kg inverse kg are cancelled out, and we are left with meter square s minus 2 k minus 1. Yes, it's C. Efra and Ayan, you were correct. So C, maybe it did not even take 10 seconds. Okay. So this is what I want from you all. Do your working. Okay. Which SI unit expressed in base unit is not correct? Not correct, पूछ रहा है. Unit of force kgms minus 2 तो सही है. Momentum kgms minus 1. Remember that?
C.
C. Okay. Momentum याद है हम लोगों का फॉर्मूला था mv. According to that, ये भी ठीक है. M is kg and v is ms minus 1. Unit of pressure is kg m minus 1 s minus 2. Yes, it's wrong. And work is, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले देखा, ये रहा kg m square s minus 2. ये भी ठीक है. So yes, it's C. Once again 17 हमें छोड़ना होगा because it belongs to the other topic, the subtopic of base unit. Abhi right now we are focusing on the base units because believe me, abhi हमने क्या किया है? I mean, if you look at from where we started solving, it's 2019, and where we are right now, 2017. So, I mean, a large number of questions we have already solved. You can see the occurrence of this topic. What correctly express the volt in terms of SI base unit? वोल्ट ये हम ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं, तो वोल्टेज के मैंने आपने भी आपको बेस यूनिट निकाल के दिखाए थे. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट आई एम पेस्टिंग दिस. ठीक है, तो kg m² s-3 a-1 d. ओके, नाइनटीन को भी अभी रोकना होगा. We need to talk about MCQ number 20 now. The same. Here he is also asking about volt. We already talked about volt. We have already solved in the regular class. तो कुछ certain quantities हैं जिनके हम लोगों ने already base unit निकाले हुए हैं. Kg m² s-3 a-1. Which expression gives the SI base unit of pressure? Force per area. तो बेटा ये तो डिनोमिनेटर में स्पीड आ गई, डिनोमिनेटर में टाइम आ गया, फोर्स पर यूनिट एरिया. ओके, mass upon length time square. Okay, mass into time square upon length. Okay, बेटा इसको पता है क्या करना पड़ेगा, इसको सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा पूरा. ठीक है, प्रेशर की बेस यूनिट क्या है? kg m-1 s-2. ठीक है, अब मुझे हर एक ऑप्शन सॉल्व करना होगा, बिकॉज जिस तरीके से हम करना चाह रहे थे उस तरीके से तो नहीं दिख रहा. kg ms-2 अपॉन m ms-1. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा बेटा, एक m से एक m कट गया, बचा क्या हमारे पास? kg m ऊपर आ गया m-1 s-2, और ये -1 ऊपर आएगा तो +1 m. तो kg m-1 s-1. रॉन्ग, ये तो नहीं है. अब b को देखते हैं. kg ms-2 अपॉन ms. तो क्या होगा बेटा, m से m कट गया. ठीक है, this can also be, this can't be right. तो kg s-3 आ रहा है, ये भी रॉन्ग है. नाउ c को देखें, mass अपॉन लेंथ टाइम स्क्वायर, ऊपर लेकर आए तो ये हो जाएगा kg m-1 s-2. यस, दैट इज करेक्ट. ठीक है, तो ये जो हमारा बेस यूनिट आ रहा है प्रेशर का, ये करेक्ट है. बट स्टिल डी को भी देखते हैं. डी इज mass, टाइम है तो सेकेंड स्क्वायर अपॉन लेंथ, तो kg m-1 s-2. नो, तो दैट इज हाउ डी बी रॉन्ग है. तो दिस इज हाउ हम लोगों ने सी आंसर देखा. ठीक है, कूल. ओके, यहाँ तक क्लियर है? इफ यू गाइस आर हैविंग सम कंफ्यूजन अप टिल नाउ, हमने जो भी सवाल सॉल्व किया है, दिस इज द टाइम टू आस्क. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज अ बिट व्हाट डू वी से, अ डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट. अभी तक हम जितने सवाल कर रहे थे उससे थोड़ा सा हटके का कॉन्सेप्ट है. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम आस्किंग यू, इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन, दिस इज द टाइम टू आस्क. Okay. The speed v of sound in a gas is given by, where p is the pressure of the gas, okay, and rho is the density. And gamma is a constant. What are the SI base unit of gamma? अब जरा देखें, you need to find out the SI base unit of gamma, which is inside the root. What do you have to do? First of all, you need to simplify the equation in order to take that gamma out of that under root. What you will do, you will square on both sides so that root can be cancelled out by square. Now, v square equals to gamma p upon rho. And here you get the equation for gamma is v square rho upon p. Okay. Now v is speed. Yes. V is speed. P is pressure. Rho is density. So v speed है, that means ms minus 1. Whole square है तो whole square दे दिया. Similarly, density kgm minus 3. And pressure kg m minus 1 s minus 2. Let's simplify this. M square s minus 2 kg m minus 3 upon kg m minus 1 s minus 2. kg से kg कटा. What we are left with? M square m minus 3 becomes m minus 1. S minus 2 ऐसे लिख दिया. M minus 1 नीचे भी है, S minus 2 नीचे भी है. Whole is cancelled out. There will be no unit. So this is how you are declaring gamma to be having base units as D. ठीक है बेटा? तो सबसे पहले what you did? You simplified the equation. And after simplification, you made sure gamma should be subject. You put the base unit of each and every quantity individually. You simplified them. And later on, you got to know all of the base units are being cancelled out. And this is how you see that there are no units. Okay, beta? Cool. Now, I think you need to solve one. Greek symbols, yes, they are sometimes confusing. Question number 23 is what they are saying. ये last आज की क्लास का सवाल है, and I believe हमारी next class, which is on Thursday, should start a new topic ahead, which is homogeneous equations, solving equations with unknown powers. हम उसको deal करेंगे. Yeah. So the force F between 2-point charges Q1 and QB are r distance apart. ये आप A2 में एक law पढ़ेंगे, Coulomb's law. ये उसकी equation है. Where K is a constant. What are the SI base unit of K? Okay. First of all, make K as subject. So K will be Fr upon Q1, Q2. So F is force, Qgms minus 2. R is radius, will lie in the domain of length, meter. Q1 is charge, and Q equals to IT. So Q हो जाएगा AS, I से एम्पेयर, T से सेकेंड, and Q2 के लिए भी AS हो जाएगा. So what will happen? G m square s minus 2. और नीचे क्या बचा? A square s square. That means G m square s minus 2 minus 2 A minus 2. G, if the number of steps are increasing, be my guest. ठीक है, थोड़ा टाइम 1 सेकंड ज्यादा लग जाएगा, बट फॉलो द स्टेप्स. हो सकता है आप जल्दबाजी में गलती करते हैं, बिकॉज दीज टॉपिक्स आर वेरी इजी, बट जल्दबाजी में ही गलती होती. ठीक है, ये जी एम स्क्वायर एस माइनस 4 ए माइनस 2. So its SI unit will be m square. M square, are you sure? It's R square. Oh, okay. R square. Okay, okay. Thank you. तो फिर ये हो जाएगा हमारे पास Q. Thank you, Ashbar. So kgm cube as 4a minus 2. kgm cube as 4 q minus 2. It's B. ठीक है, तो दिस इज हाउ हम लोगों ने इसका सॉल्यूशन देखा. Cool. So up till now, if you are guys having some question, some confusion, some issues, you can ask. Then अब इंशाल्लाह अपनी क्लास conclude करते हैं. Okay, Pra. What about you, Iman? Okay, Zainab. What about Dina, Ayan, Ashbar? All clear? Okay,
Clear है sir मुझे भी.
cool. So this is it. Inshallah, in the next class, we will start the new topic. I think we have had enough practice of past papers. And what I believe, you need to solve as much past papers as you can, because in A levels, you cannot say that you had enough practice. Do it. If you are thinking that you have had enough, because कहीं पे doubt आता है that you did the best, you are wrong there. So be the one who makes sure कि रोजाना practice हो. ठीक है, खासतौर पे ऐसे सवालात की जो कि बहुत रिपीटेडली पूछे जाते हैं. So this is it. ख्याल रखिएगा. Remember me in your prayers. Allah Hafiz.